Canadian hat trick of gold!
Down the street they go! On the grass, can he hold them off? Yes! Canada wins the gold!
What a swim from Bennett of Canada. His first Paralympic Games gold.
Doing amazing in front of all these people. It's just hard to describe how I'm feeling right now.
For CBC in particular, I'm very grateful for having them in my corner to broadcast my journey. Those out there telling my story, you're just as important as me going through it. And I'm really humbled and appreciative of that. And I encourage you guys to keep going, telling other people's stories, because it's very important to the rest of Team Canada and Canada as a whole to see what athletes deal with on a day-to-day basis. We live lives, we're humans just like you guys. And so the more that those stories get documented and shown to the world, the better it is in the long run for people to come along with us on that journey.
Anastasia Buse is here, two-time Olympian, alongside my dear friend
Perdita Felician, also a two-time Olympian, except you are ice and I'm fire. Fire and ice is what I'd like to call us if we were a band. Winter and summer Olympians.
I know. I mean, she's a beauty, eh? And we had so much fun in Paris. It was so spectacular. And we are really, really close to Milano Cortina. What are you excited for there?
The gelato and the pizza and all of it. Okay, just kidding. The athletes, the trade. Paris felt like yesterday and we are already turning our sights to Milano Cortina 2026 because, of course, all eyes will be on the next Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games.
And our team has been very, very busy catching up with all the athletes that are training, hoping to compete in Milano Cortina.
Take a seat right there.
You'll face this camera. I love being part of an Olympic production behind the scenes. First of all, it's the sleep deprivation for me. I just love it. Okay, maybe not that part, but it's the intensity. It's working as a team. It really is, for me, something that feels like race day, delivering something for everybody to see.
And race day is my favorite day. You know, we both have been a part of high performance teams, and being a part of the media side of things is the Olympic team in some respects. And it is a responsibility that we both take obviously very seriously, being invited into the living rooms of Canadians.
And we have an entire team, a very talented team behind the scenes, making sure that Canadians never miss a beat.
C'est moi, ça a été une cornue. C'est Mick le prochain?
Le verdict va tomber et il favorise Michael Kingsbury, champion du monde.
We have such a gorgeous stage in this country of ice and snow and inside rinks and sheets of ice. And it's our responsibility to make sure that the athletes are those performers on that stage, and we've just got to tell their stories and do right by them. Our vision for the broadcast coverage for Milano Cortina 2026 is really making sure that the athletes are front and center, that we do right by the athletes and their families, and that we make sure that the Canadians that tune in across all our platforms know that the athletes' stories, how they got there, and are there to witness the live special events when they're performing.
De l'équipe de production olympique, ce sont des gens qui viennent d'un peu partout. Oui, on a des artisans de Radio-Canada, mais on a aussi des pigistes, des travailleurs de RDS qui viennent nous prêter main forte. Et tous ces gens ont une chose en commun, c'est leur passion pour les Jeux olympiques.
It takes a team of dedicated people who are committed to the production experience for the viewers, and we have some of the best technical and production minds, producers, directors in the business. And all of these feeds, all of these buttons represent different athletes and their experiences. And at CBC, we're committed to bringing you that 24 hours a day across all our platforms.
So often, this has one ending. Keeps the skates down again and again and again. It's Canada.
The Olympics are not just a sporting event. This is a worldwide stage for culture and understanding each other. The Olympics bring people together. When we're planning the Olympic project, we want to value the viewer's time. If you're putting something and investing your time across our platforms, we want to make sure we do right by you.
On est très excités parce que cette fois-ci, on va pouvoir présenter les émissions olympiques de la maison de Radio-Canada. On est ici depuis plusieurs années maintenant, dans cette nouvelle maison-là très lumineuse. Et c'est l'occasion pour les Jeux de Milano Cortina de présenter nos émissions à l'intérieur même des studios, mais avec une ouverture sur l'Agora. Donc, les gens dans l'enceinte, les gens dans Radio-Canada qui sont présents ici, les employés autant que le public, vont pouvoir voir les émissions au fur et à mesure dans la journée qui seront présentées.
The music, graphics, the sets, these are some of the best designers and production people and technicians in the world that we have working with us. But it's all complimentary coverage to the athletes and their stories. And we have a pretty cool musical director as well that really brings it. If you haven't met Orrin Isaacs, he's got a vibe.
It's just that kind of... See, that's what I like about jamming, right? Like, we can be here, right? And I go down the vocorder, freak it, you know what I mean? So now, the original Olympic theme is in A major.
That's cool!
So I put it in minor, right? So I can go... Anything that they need music-wise, I help facilitate that. Sometimes it'll be composing. Sometimes it'll be, music and sound design. Sometimes it'll be taking what you already have, like the Olympic theme, which is a classic, can't mess with that one. Remixes of that, different versions of the classic. Ba 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 bing ba. Well, we're going traditional sounds, so like accordions. And then we're going with the mandolin. That'd be like the Godfather type of stuff, you know what I mean? Great thing about Italy, Italy got a culture. So it's, we can pull from the culture, but just pushing it forward, So I don't like it too nostalgic unless the visuals say get nostalgic. But if it's open, push it forward, man. Like what does a funky mandolin riff sound like? You know what I mean? What does a funky accordion sound like? I don't know. We're about to find out, though.
I just can't wait. The opening theme song, to see the rings, to light the flame. Okay, so for me, when I think of Italy, I think of the arts, the fashion, the Alps. Anastasia, I don't know. Are you judging me?
I love it. I'm not judging you, but the look and feel and the magic of Milano Cortina is going to come to you from our team of creatives and designers.
For Milano Cortina 2026, the goal was to create a visual identity that blends Milan's modern elegance with Cortina's natural beauty. It captures the passion of athletes, the energy of fans, and the timeless spirit of Italian design. The look draws inspiration from the contrast and harmony between city and mountain life. The color palette blends winter tones with vibrant Italian accents, while typography reflects Milan's sleek fashion edge. The visual elements from snowflakes to mosaics and arcs build a system that feels dynamic, modern, and versatile. With this package, we want our viewers to feel a sense of energy, pride, and sophistication.
De Livigno à Cortina d'Ampezzo, pour vous faire voir des paysages à couper le souffle, découvrir des personnages captivants et entendre des histoires fascinantes. En tant que chef, toutes les étapes sont importantes.
So our teams live these athletes and sports 365 days a year. And I think why it's so special is because we're not just helicoptering in to do 3 weeks of coverage and then we're gone again. We are living and breathing with these athletes day in, day out. Olympians and Paralympians when they're at their low points, when they're at their high points, when they're going to World Cups, when they're at national championships, we're with them all the time. And so for our team to sort of see their work pay off alongside the athletes' work paying off, I think it just heightens our enthusiasm for the Olympics and the Paralympics because we've seen these athletes since before they became household names or before they're about to become household names.
Ça va être petit moment en famille après.
Petit moment en famille, on en profite. On va rester à Livigno, manger des pâtes, boire du vin, profiter d'être ensemble.
Les athlètes amateurs sont des personnes qu'on doit découvrir. On doit comprendre leur développement, comprendre leur cheminement et aussi vivre avec eux le grand moment pour lequel ils se sont préparés pendant plusieurs années, c'est-à-dire leur performance aux Jeux olympiques. Donc, pour nous, c'est une importance capitale de vous présenter non seulement les émotions du moment, mais aussi d'où ils viennent.
Le rêve olympique va nous permettre de renouer avec un vétéran, avec Michael Kingsbury, et de découvrir un nouvel aspect de sa vie. Il est récemment devenu papa. Mais la beauté du rêve olympique, c'est que non seulement on renoue avec des athlètes qui sont connus, mais on introduit les vedettes de demain. Et ce sera le cas avec William D'Angelo. William D'Angelo, c'est un patineur de vitesse courte piste qui va sans doute nous éblouir aux prochains Jeux olympiques avec une histoire absolument inspirante, un être humain qui est formidable et très attachant.
Our partnership with CBC Radio-Canada is instrumental to our ability to promote the Olympic Games throughout this country. And that's because CBC Radio-Canada does such a wonderful job within the Olympic window, but they also devote such energy to broadcasting the competitions outside of the Olympic window, telling the stories that need to be told of the athletes and the teams and their journeys to the Olympic Games. And those are stories that make it so much more interesting for us. When we get to understand the plight of Jack Crawford and what it's taken to get to where he is.
Can the Canadian come on top for the first time in over 4 years?
Are you kidding me? He's done it!
Holy smokes! 8/100ths of a second, and look at the celebration from the Canadian.
Or somebody like Marielle Thompson and her knee injuries and successively battling knee injuries and getting back to ski cross. It makes us understand the sport better, and we could not do this without CBC Radio-Canada.
I use the word of co-creating really intentionally. CBC and Radio-Canada have been true partners working with us to really understand the power of sport and the impact sport can have on our communities and our country. And if ever there's a time our country needs to be united and brought together, I really look at CBC and Radio-Canada creating that opportunity to unify the country and the platform of some really incredibly exciting sport.
I think it's so important to note, Amy, before an athlete gets to the start line, there's so many things that they're up against that the viewers would never know. It could be psychological, it could be financial, it could be physical, just so many things. I remember for me, a lot of people don't know this, my very first Olympics, 19 years old, turned 20 on the plane, go to Australia, Sydney, Australia, for 6 weeks training camp, and I had no money in my pocket. And I know how hard that was for my mother to send me off to the other side of the world, and I couldn't even buy a bottle of water. So there's so many things that we struggle with and are up against.
And that's why you are such a champion, because you share so much and you're so vulnerable with us.
That.
I appreciate you. For me, my mind immediately goes to my second Olympic Games in Sochi. I came out publicly prior to Sochi. I was the only athlete from North America to do so, and it was very alienating. And it was overwhelming, and it was an all-encompassing struggle to learn how to love myself and to figure out what this meant for my identity. And the fact that I went through those struggles and everyone still showed up and supported me and loved me when I was on that line, it was just one of the greatest lessons I could have ever learned and been given. And yeah, it just really shows you that Brave is Unbeatable is always very relevant.
So the Brave is Unbeatable campaign is a collaboration we do with the Canadian Olympic Committee. The campaign focuses on the challenges that all Canadians have behind the scenes, and I think it really humanizes a lot of the athletes' stories that we're going to tell.
We're all going through a story behind the story. We're all doing something to overcome adversity in our lives to get to what we're doing, and Brave is Unbeatable tells those stories.
You know what the fun thing is about doing an Olympics and Paralympics in 2025, 2026? The internet, right? Yes. Social media. I feel like I've always had a lens to this job of trying to present athletes human first, athlete second, and there's no better place to play in the athlete realm than social media.
Oh, I like to play. Are you a TikToker? Are you a tweeter? X is what they call it now. Are you on Instagram? Maybe you love your YouTube. Well, listen, there's so many places that we can go. And by the way, the NHLers are back. You better keep up, buds. You better keep up. Okay, let me say this about our social and digital team. They're world class, and they make sure that you don't miss a single thing.
What are you talking about? I like pasta. It's pasta, not pasta.
Does that count? 1040?
That's it. So easy.
If you're following us on CBC Olympics, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, you'll never miss a medal moment. When the Olympics finally begin, it's all about the athletes. We love seeing the updates they're sharing from inside the athletes' village, the stadiums, on the mountain. We love all of that content. A lot of what we want to do on digital and social is help our audience find what they want to watch. Our job becomes a bit of an Olympic viewing guide, telling them what to watch, where to watch, and when to watch it. And the simple answer is CBC Gem. When it comes to our social content and our digital content, we want to make sure it's accessible. We want to be reaching Canadians wherever they are, no matter what screen or platform they're watching the Olympics or Paralympics on.
We've worked really hard over the past couple of games to improve our offering on TV and on CBC Gem. I think one of the reasons Canadians should be excited is because our platform has evolved where you can really choose your own adventure. You can watch any sport at any time on both those platforms in your language of choice. We'll have Indigenous languages there, we'll have all the sports, so you really won't miss a single moment.
Bien entendu, on ne peut pas présenter les Jeux olympiques sans faire un clin d'œil du côté des médias sociaux et également sur notre plateforme numérique. Donc, vous aurez la possibilité d'être informé partout où vous serez.
Marie-Philippe Poulin, les Canadiennes reprennent le titre olympique.
Third time's a charm, because of course, AV, this is the third time that Italy is hosting the Winter Olympic Games. I think they're going to put on an absolute masterclass. I think they're going to put on a show, and why wouldn't they? This is their stage.
It's going to be so fun. This is my hot take, Perdita. I think this is going to be the most significant Olympic and Paralympics that we have seen from a Canadian perspective since Vancouver 2010. Red and white, absolutely on fire. Going to be big, big medals. 2, NHL's back. It's always fun to watch some professional hockey. And 3, the world has changed. And I think everyone is really looking forward to feeling a little bit united.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see what Team Canada does. Can't wait to see what our team does. And you can follow our team along every step of the way on CBC Sports or CBC Gem.
Love it. Yay!
Thanks.
We're ready.
We are ready.
No, don't worry, we're back.
No, I can only go left.